Say hello with an aerial view of the La Costa Resort and Spa. Very familiar place. This World Golf Championships Accenture Match Play Championship, as we have said on Wednesday every year of this event, this is the best opening day of any event on the PGA Tour all year. You will not find a more elite, higher class field anywhere in golf. 64 of the top 67 in the world rankings are here. The setting is as ideal as ever, and the wonderful news, it is dry. That lake, Mother Nature-made lake that kind of shows up right around the creek that runs through the 9th and the 18th in front of the green, that is not here. The cup is here, over $1 million for first prize. And Tiger Woods, who has won this event 2 of the last 3 years. David Toms, of course, winning last year. Set for what Andy and Linda were talking about, the 2:01 Eastern, 11:01 starting time against the last man in the field, Stephen Ames. Down to the first tee.
This is the 11:01 starting time. Players for this match are from the United States, Tiger Woods. And from Canada, Stephen Ames. Woods has the honor.
Woods for position off the tee of this 450-yard par 4. Good plan, poorly executed. Or unless it bounced back in the fairway. That's why it's been good luck. Bounces right back into the fairway. Well, Stephen Ames was hoping for errant shots from Woods when he was popped into the field. Linda gave the reasoning. That was the last one in. Anything can happen, especially where he's hitting the ball. Quote from Stephen Ames on Monday. Paul Azinger, Nick Faldo.
Well, anything can happen if there's a squirrel up there. Obviously, jeez, how about that for an opener? Very interesting that Tiger worked on a draw on just about every single shot on the range this morning. And then opens up, starting it down the right, and it didn't come back.
And Ames misses the fairway, but sitting up there to the left. So Woods is off. We have another half dozen matches behind with some big names settle in for 4 hours of great golf. Match play from Southern California here on ESPN. Let's come back to this Woods-Ames match. Back in the fairway at the first.
58, not 55 yesterday. It's whichever you see though.
Stephen Ames' caddy is his brother Robert. Checking the number here. Stephen had once he found himself in the field because of Thomas Bjorn's withdrawal via a neck injury. He was on his way, Stephen, to Tucson to play in the opposite event, so had to get himself here and then his clubs here. Not the ideal preparation for the week.
Well, no, his clubs didn't get here till yesterday morning. Plenty of time to play a practice round.
As you saw during the preview show, the breeze freshening as this morning has gone on. It's very typical of these parts this time of day. And now Woods.
You see Stephen indicating that the wind knocked that one down, so
How about Tiger hitting a tree and still out driving Stephen Ames?
And in great position there at the first.
Well, I really think Stephen Ames was looking for more help from a helping wind here at the first hole, and it comes off the ocean, and it's pretty significant. Didn't work out on that second shot.
I'm guessing Stephen Ames probably would have been a little more comfortable on this first hole had he not made the comment about Tiger's, him having as good a chance as anybody considering where Tiger's been hitting it. No need to fire Tiger up. This is for par.
And Woods will have 2 putts to win this opening hole.
Just concede it.
Okay. So Woods immediately goes one up.
Just a moment ago, Tiger Woods knocked it in here to 17 feet. This for a birdie putt to beat Stephen Ames and go 2 up after 2 holes. I think Tiger might be a little annoyed at the comments that Stephen Ames made about his play so far this season, with 2 wins to his credit.
Augusta revisited.
Judy, Tiger's found the rough as Stephen Ames laid up.
Yeah, I think this lie is pretty marginal for getting there. It's not really bad, but that's the 5-wood. It's downwind, and Manny's hit it pretty well, and it's on a good line.
I love his mannerisms. I mean, to get that power into that shot from that rough is incredible. 253 yards that was, folks. A little down breeze, but that was thick rough. That was the sort of stuff that I might just take an 8-iron out there and lay it up. As Tiger makes his way up to the green, let's take another look at that shot and how he uses his entire body to release the club through the shot to get through that thick rough.
Well, he's got great. He's looking very strong right now. I mean, look at his chest, his upper body is. He's been seriously working out again, and that is pure muscle and strike. I mean, you've got to be so strong through your forearms, your triceps, just to be able to handle the reverberation of that thing. Fantastic.
Yeah, good mix of strength and correct technique, correct?
A decent ball strike, yeah. Just a mix of just about everything, I guess, you know.
Been a few years since we've seen the ball bounce at La Costa as well, and you'll see that this year the fairways should run just a little bit more. In the past they've been backing up. Stephen Ames is faced with what doesn't look like a very easy shot, Judy.
Yeah, not a great lie. 55 yards downwind, that hole located just over the bunker, and boy, I feel like the pressure is really on right away in this match.
Golf shot.
Could not have stopped it any quicker, I don't believe.
Well, more than likely he's still going to putt first. He's still outside Tiger's 5-wood. Back over at the 3rd, Tiger Woods from 21 feet for eagle. Actually has 2 putts to win the hole and go 3 up. Stephen Ames was just outside him, about 3 or 4 feet. Made par. Ooh, it's a bit of a lag.
Well, what a nightmare start for Stephen Ames. I don't think I'd have given him that one. I'd have made him earn that, I believe.
We're going to drop back to the Woods-Ames match over at the 4th. Ames playing a 2nd.
Badly needing to stick one close. This is a pitching wedge, and it is really humming.
Spin. Spin. Up shot.
And Judy, Tiger, who's birdied the first 3 holes here.
Yeah, well, he didn't make that putt at the first hole. He didn't have to, but I'm telling you, if it were medal play, he would be 3 under right now. 117 yards. He's just in the first cut. It could create just a little bit of a flyer or a ball that doesn't want to stop very quickly. From this angle to that hole location, that could be problematic. Played it well.
What a nice shot. That's more divot than we saw him at any time on the driving range, huh?
Collectively, yeah, it wasn't one.
Well, Woods might be 4 up through 4, and Ames will have a question to answer. All right, come back to the 4th. Woods has won the first 3. Ames has already putted. Judy, how far away is Ames?
I'm not close enough to the green to tell you where his 2nd is, but surely putting the first one, he had to feel like he had to make it for more reasons than one. But one would be, this looks like about 12 feet to me, and if there's such a thing as an easy putt, this is it. It will move right to left, just a smidgen.
So Woods the opportunity here to go 4 up through 4.
Stephen Ames has only been on the golf course for 40 minutes, and that's like boxing, isn't it? 4 rounds and you're 4 down.
At the 5th now, Stephen Ames. Tiger obviously still with a birdie putt here. Could go 5 up after 5 holes. Stephen might not open his mouth so readily next year. He's thoroughly getting it handed to him right now. The golfing gods are always watching, aren't they? You make a comment like that, it comes back to bite you.
Well, what he said really isn't that far offline, you know. I mean, off base. I mean, Tiger has been hitting it all over the place, you know, but he wins doing it. That's the thing. He wins tournaments. He's got that gift, that intangible that allows him to score.
But you know what? The most important thing in match play is it doesn't matter. It's the score. It's winning the hole. Doesn't matter how you do it, does it?
Exactly. That's why we all thought it was a strange one back there at the 3rd.
That's the guy who hits it all over the golf course and has got the willpower to get the thing in the hole, chip it in, whatever. They're the most dangerous match players.
Well, it's like trying to play Seve in match play. I mean, it was brutal. He'd hit it all over the place. You'd think you'd have an advantage, and then he'd rip your heart out.
5 under through 5 usually going to put you in a pretty good spot as you head to the 6th tee, and Woods is 5 up. Man, we have not seen somebody go 5 up through 5, I don't believe, in the prior 448 matches of this event so far. I'm sure somebody will check that at some point.
16 out, Tiger Woods. 310 yards all the way, and you can see there he's going straight over the trees with the driver using the up tee.
Well, that looks right at it.
You can tell when he twirls that club that he likes it.
Oh. Ah, not again, Tiger. Goodness.
As we said at the 10th at the Western, it's the best fairway hit of the year.
Yes.
Has anyone ever won 10 and 8?
In this, no. 7 and 6 is the biggest margin, 8 times.
I'm sure that's what when he read that paper this morning, I'm sure that's what he was thinking.
So you're 5 down and you're laying up, eh?
Yeah. Well, the mortal actually has to lay up.
Yeah.
That was not an option back in my day.
Good shot there for Stephen Ames. I don't think he's got the distance really to go at it anyway. You know, that wasn't a bailout. That was a necessity.
Well, there's a handful of players have the distance, really.
And after that glorious drive from Tiger Woods here at the par 4, just a little chip. Maybe chip it in for an eagle, Judy.
Yeah, simple chip right up the hill. Stephen Ames has 7 or 8 feet for birdie. Stephen Ames below the hole. Tiger with a little trickier putt.
Pretty tight little lie there. He's got great touch around the greens with those tight lies. Back to 6 now. Stephen Ames probably the easier putt here, even though he's putting first, left to right uphill.
Needs to make it to show just a little bit of metal. Excuse me while I just come over the top on that one.
You know, here's an example of why golfers aren't like boxers. You know, golfers, the reason the golfers never really pop off into the press, you know, like a boxer will tell you, I'm going to knock them out in the 4th round or 5th round. You know, it's hard to back it up. And there's no need to put pressure on yourself or call out your opponent because especially a guy like Tiger Woods, and it's backfired on Stephen Ames, and he didn't mean for this to happen to him. He almost recanted. He did recant. He said, I don't want to say that, but too late. I've already said it. You know, anything can happen where Tiger's been hitting it, and it's coming back to haunt him. And I think it fired Tiger up.
6 up.
Start running the bathwater.
Tiger Woods moves to the 7th. 6 up on Stephen Ames. Stay with us. See if he can make it 7 up.
Okay, Golf Track takes us back to the Woods-Ames match. This at the 8th. Tiger 7 up through 7. Tee shots at this par 5 used to be part of Lacoste's longest mile when these were the finishing 4 holes. And there you see 285 off the tee. And Judy, second shot, same length.
Yeah, 284, and it is a long way, though. A pretty sizable wind back in his face.
And that's driver?
That's that big old driver, 8 degrees aloft, a beautiful looking shot.
A Sasquatch from the short grass. And there in 2.
How do you hit an 8-degree driver that high off the ground?
Let's go look at Woods, his 3rd at 8.
Easy to settle this ball down quickly.
Yeah. And now Woods. Judy, I guess this putt is to go 8 up. What's going on with Ames here at this hole?
He had to lay up, of course. He had a pretty good shot, but it spun back just on the fringe. He's putted and missed, made par. This little putt now to go 8 up after 8, and that would be 7 birdies in 8 holes.
Judy, pop down and ask Stephen what spa salts he'd like in his bath.
Well, I don't want to be mean or cruel, but he really might be wishing he had stayed in Tucson.
That's right. He was supposed to play in that event. In case you're wondering, you could not get knocked out in the first round here and go down to Tucson
with a late
and
tee
play in
time.
that event.
He could make the afternoon time. No, too late.
No, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
You can make it easily.
This is the most unbelievable buzzsaw ever you could run into.
Yeah, 7 under through 8. You know, when you just look at regular starts on tour, you know, you don't really see a lot of 28s or 29s thrown up on an opening 9 for the week. Be right back. Let's come back to the 10th first, Terry.
There aren't many matches in which Phil Mickelson would be hitting first, but maybe that one. And Tiger Woods with a par putt coming up to win the match here at 10. Hit it 312 yards off the tee, but in the right rough. No one has won this hole from that spot as of yet. Tiger trying to do it and win overall. And because he is dormy, as they say, he wins with a halve as well.
Either way, it's a record-setting result, really, isn't it?
7-6, the best winning margin so far in this event. The 8th edition of the Accenture. Knockout punch. Woods not only survives and advances, but basically destroys Stephen Ames today.
And you don't even want to call this a learning experience. It's just an experience you wish you didn't have.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have wished it on today. Tiger played exceptionally well. I think the score showed it in the front 9. He was seven birdies, 2 pars. Yeah, it was a rough 9 for Tiger, you know. No, he played very well. He struck the ball nicely with the driver and also with his irons very well.
Tough to get it organized for this event when you were so late getting in, and a few problems getting organized once you were in.
Yes and no. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that as a fault. You know, I played the #1 player in the world. Tough component today, competitor today, and it was a good experience. He's striking the ball very nicely, and the way he's playing, if he continues the way he's playing, he should walk away with this easily.
You're a good sport. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're the consummate match player. Have you ever played this well in a match and won a match 9-8?
No, I have not. The best I think I've ever done is 8-7, but certainly not 9-8. That was a little bit of fun out there.
You seem to be on a mission from the very first tee. Was there some kind of inspiration other than you love match play and head-to-head golf?
Oh yeah, there certainly was. Yeah, Stephen provided it, so yeah, definitely.
So Stephen suggested that maybe you weren't driving the ball just in all the right places, and I think you showed him all the right places today.
I think I did all right today, yes. I think he understands now.
You will play the winner of the Allenby Choi match tomorrow, and I'm sure that the word is going to get around with the players pretty quickly how well you played today. I've seen you play a lot of golf. I'm not sure I ever saw you do so many things so well.
Yeah, it was fun today. I hit, basically yesterday was a great day of practice. I hit the ball really well yesterday, and I just wanted to build on that. And today I came out there and I hit it just the way I did yesterday in practice. So it was a lot of fun, and made a few putts. And Stephen made a couple mistakes to give me a couple holes. But overall, I was very pleased the way I was able to play today.
Tiger, thanks. A little history setting. The biggest win here prior to this was 7-6. So great golf.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Judy.
9-8, the win there, Judy. There was the quote that Tiger was referring to that we showed you at the start of this match. Ames saying when he found out he was going to be playing Tiger Woods, anything can happen, especially where he's hitting the ball. And given that, it was accurate. But hey, wherever you find your motivation, so be it. As you look at these scores, let me just tell you that checking with Craig Smith, we thank him and our friends at the USGA, our partners here at ESPN, the U.S. Open, and all those U.S. National Championship events. Never in men's 18-hole match play competition in the quick USGA checking, has there been a 10 and 8? Happened 4 times in the women's amateur, 3 times in the girls junior, and we're talking about the last time they can find it goes back to 1955. Found somebody in the Canadian men's amateur who won 10 and 8. Woods didn't win 10 and 8, but just to give you a little bit of perspective on those annual events, although at the amateur level, most of those are 18-hole matches all the way through. And we mentioned the 10 and 8 from the Ryder Cup with George Duncan beating Hagen, the 36-hole match back in the second Ryder Cup.